It's just a poodle, you know. Yeah. No, do I look like the type of person that would have someone put my dog to sleep? Yes. No, I would never do that. They want way too much money for that. My brother has a truck, you know. So. I don't like animal activists. I think they're so hypocritical. Remember this whole big thing, we could not eat tuna because like the tuna catchers were killing all the dolphins. And you know, I think it's great that we care about the dolphins and that we love the dolphins, but no one gives a shit about the tuna. It's like we love Flipper, but fuck Charlie. No wonder he's chicken of the sea. Or how about this, you cannot wear fur. After I slept with that old guy. It was a bet with my dad. Actually, it was my dad, but anyway. Okay, I was 12. Anyway, the thing is... Oh, like you guys never fucked your dad. But anyway... It's not the worst thing. Anal sex with your dad, now that's bad. And his brother. Oh, well, anyway. My grandpa couldn't keep a secret. Anyway, so the thing... I guess not a lot of y'all from the South. But anyway... I just think animal activists are hypocritical. You know, the same guys that wear the Save the Whale t-shirts won't even ask a fat girl to dance. The same guys that make such a big thing about spanking your dog go home and spank their monkeys. So, you know. I just think people take their causes too far. You know, I was eating the other day at this all-night low-sodium pro-life feminist taco stand. Try to say that when you're high. But anyway, I met this woman there. She was boycotting Jack in the Box because she thought the name was sexist, you know, with the word Jack. I'm like, they've got the word box. So, I was on stage the other night, this guy yells out, "You untalented cunt." And I'm like, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that. There really is no such thing as an untalented cunt, really, anyway. But there is a small dick. Okay, anyway, so... That's right. Guess who's clapping? The ladies that are with them. Okay. No, size doesn't matter. Oh, no. You shouldn't judge people by their dicks. No, you shouldn't judge people by the way they look. Do you guys hate that when people judge you? Do you hate that, sir, when people judge you by the way you look? Yeah, you should. No, people judge me all the time by the way I look. People think, for instance, just because I got blonde hair that I'm a bitch. And, you know, that sucks. I was a bitch when I was a fucking brunette. And a redhead. And then people think if you've got blonde hair, either you're a bitch or you've got blonde hair, what do they think? They don't think you're a bitch, they think that you're... Don't say dumb. She would have gotten it. Don't feel bad. I ask that question every night. I get the weirdest responses. I asked this girl the other night, I go, what do people think because you've got blonde hair? If they don't think you're a bitch, they think that you're, she goes, a lesbian? Oh, man. I was approached by a lesbian the other night. And have you ever been approached by a lesbian? No. Well, now you have. I'm just kidding. She's not my type, but no, I'm not a lesbian. If I was a lesbian, doesn't that sound like something from Fiddler on the Roof? If I was a lesbian. Okay, the Jews laugh. Anyway, if I was, I would not be in the closet. You know, that's a stupid expression anyway, in the closet. Because you know how many times you ever open up your closet and found a lesbian? You know, once or twice, but not a lot. But this is what happened to me. This girl comes up to me after a show and she goes, you know, you're really funny and you should have sex with a woman. She goes, it's the greatest thing and you'll never go back to men again. I'm like, ew, gross, no way. But then I thought, well, maybe if I was just laying there and somebody was doing me. But when it came to be my turn, I'd be like, God, would you look at the time? Ooh, I hate to be eaten and run, but... yeah. And then people think if you've got blonde hair that you're a slut. And that's true. But, no, I'm not a slut. I do have a higher sperm count than many men in this room. Just got a new car. I got a Beamer with a sunroof, more leg room. I had the car for 6 weeks, and I had an accident in it. I had to go to the doctors because I got pregnant. Yeah, I got 2 kids already. It's very tough dating when you've got kids and you're married. No, I wasn't even in love when I got married. I had to get married because, I was broke. And my husband just really bothered me. You know what he did that just really bugged me? He'd come home. That shit'll get on your nerves. And he was such a yuppie, I remember the last time I was pregnant, he videotaped the whole abortion. I should have brought the tape. Like, look, he's got your spine. And he looks just like you if you were dead in a trash can. Anyway. Oh, yeah. One good thing I could say about my ex, he was really good in bed. He could fuck. And, you don't have to ask me. You can ask anyone. He always used to talk to me, when he was having sex if I called. The man was not faithful. He thought monogamy was a type of wood. I'm like, honey, no, monogamy is when you just sleep with your wife. He's like, no, bitch, that's monotony. I got him back, though. You know what I did? I had an affair with our pool man. Now, ladies, listen up. For $60 a month, you can get a really cute, young, hunky guy to come to your house every week. My husband caught on after a while because we didn't have a pool. And my pussy tasted like chlorine. But anyway, I dated this guy who didn't trust me at all. He didn't trust anyone. And I don't blame him because he was married before and he walked in on his wife having sex with his best friend, which just, ripped him up because he had that dog for years. Anyway, I was downstairs waiting for the show to start and this creep comes up to me and goes, hey, blow me. And I'm like, not if it would save the planet. Which is a lie. Because I would blow anyone, to save the planet. Or, the rainforest, or cab fare to the airport. But I don't understand, man. You sleep with a guy, next thing you know, he wants to take you to dinner. And I'm not a slut, but, how much can you eat in one night? There's always room for Jell-O. Okay. And this is a true story. My girlfriend is a nurse in L.A., and a guy came into the emergency room so high on crack, he actually thought his cock was an evil spirit. And he was so afraid of it, as we all have been, that he removed it. I know, how could he think? And I thought, as sick as that is, that would make a great anti-drug commercial right there. This is your cock. This is your cock on drugs. Oh, man. Tonight is really fun because we have all women, and usually there's not a lot of women in comedy. Do you notice that? There's not a lot of female comics? And I'll tell you why that is. Because men don't respect us a lot.